looks quite beautiful. Wow. And what's the twist? So these are great tips. The smell of the truffle.
Yummy. And this is kind of the size you're looking for. Not this. But that's fine.
Today we're in for a real treat, a real festive classic with a small twist, Mia. Mia is our team leader for the food team here at Hello Chef, and she's gonna show us how to prepare this amazing cauliflower cheese. And what's the twist?
The twist is truffle.
Awesome!
Truffled cauliflower and cheese. There are two ways of infusing this dish with truffle. Either oil or truffle salt.
Can you do both?
You could do both. Let's do both. We'll do both.
Let's do it.
So what have I done to prepare? I've turned on the oven to 200 degrees and I've steamed a whole load of cauliflower. Just make sure they're borderline tender.
Yeah, okay.
And this is kind of the size you're looking for. Not this. But that's fine, we're going to go with it.
Okay, next steps.
Next steps, I'm going to make a really traditional bechamel sauce. So I've got some milk here, I've got some butter and flour. And actually, one thing I also have is cream. So not quite traditional, an enriched bechamel. First steps for bechamel, like any bechamel. Flour, I'm going to go with 2 heaped one of these. That's probably about 2 tablespoons at home. Then I'm going to add approximately 30 grams of butter. And I'm just going to let them melt. Generally speaking, when you're making the roux, so the roux is the start of any bechamel. It's the flour and the butter. You want to go equal portions flour, equal portions butter. It's time to add the milk. I'm going to use a heat-proof spatula for my bechamel. If you're finding that the bechamel is taking really long to thicken, just have patience, it will thicken.
I think it looks quite beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm now going to add some more cream, just to enrich it, because it's festive.
So we're making the cauliflower cheese, what would you say? This is for 6 people, 4 people?
Festive period is like full of sides, right? You've got your roast potatoes, you've got your roast roots, you've got your greens, you've got your stuffing. So actually you don't need
that much.
A huge additional side. So I would say that will do for 4 people.
For big eaters, I would say.
Really? Okay. Well, I'm really happy with that.
Yeah.
It's looking good. I'm going to turn the hob off and I'm going to add some cheese. I've got some pre-grated mature cheddar. You could use Parmesan, you could use Grana Padano. I'd like to use something with some flavour, which is why I've gone for mature. And I'm going to add half of it to my sauce here. And I'm going to hold the rest back to top the cauliflower off later. So I'm just going to mix that in. I have seasoned my cauliflower water, and now I'm just going to be really generous with the pepper. Okay, so here we've got really good sauce. Now I'm going to add my truffle. So I've got some truffle salt here, which I love, which I prefer to the oil actually. Would you like to smell?
Wow, that is very strong, lovely.
Right. So I'll just do a pinch, not too generous, and then we'll also go with a generous drizzle of the oil. Generous drizzle. Whew, that's strong.
So you said you would be worried about it splitting.
Basically, if anything's splitting, whether you're baking, whether it's a hollandaise, whether it's this, add a splash of something, but you just need to know a splash of what. If you're making a cake and it's splitting, it's a tablespoon of flour. If it's this, it's some cold milk.
Okay, great. So these are great tips because there's nothing worse than you're in a hurry preparing something, you've got guests coming, you're nearly done and then something goes a little bit wrong and you don't want to start again.
No, and I do find mistakes happen when you're in a hurry.
Yes, they
Always.
do.
I think I'm ready to add the giant florets. Okay. So I'm just going to put them in here. There you go. And then I've got the super creamy cauliflower, which I'm going to top it off with. Let's go.
The smell is really quite amazing, I have to say.
A lot of the truffle oil you buy has never seen or touched a real truffle.
Oh.
It's entirely artificial. So
that's a great tip as well. So watch out to make sure that it actually has some real truffle in it.
Last step.
Yeah?
Cheese. More cheese.
Great. So this is why it's called the festive season.
So that's why you were trying to say this might be enough for 6 people.
Yes, well I think this is quite generous if you have your turkey and your other things as well.
So it's ready to go in the oven now.
How long?
How long? About 20 minutes at 200 degrees. We want to brown, we want to set a bit, we want the flavours to intensify, and we want to get that nice caramelised top.
Great, I can't wait.
All right.
That looks absolutely amazing.
Should we try it?
Let's do it.
Okay.
The smell of the truffle.
Yummy.
From now on, I don't think I can eat cauliflower cheese without truffle. This is lovely. I think we'll stay here with Mia and finish this plate, and I hope you enjoyed this amazing festive tip for cauliflower cheese.